everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh my goodness, we have got a midweek treat for you. Honestly, we have got such an incredible launch. Get ready to craft your next great adventure. We've got our brand new Clockwork Curiosities launch for you today. Super excited for that. It's so fun. My name is Rebecca Monks and I am going to be hosting this wonderful show for you, full of crafting, fun. We've got some giveaways and a little bit of crafty chat as well. Thank you so much everybody for joining us. Loving seeing the comments coming in. Okay, we've got Jess in the producer's station. Good morning. And it's the one and only Kat Hollis, everyone.
Good morning.
My fellow member of the 3 a.m. club.
Yes.
My crafty best pal. We're going to have some fun today, aren't we?
Oh, we really are, yeah.
I love this kit.
Oh, it's so stunning. And I love when we do map-tastic collections like this, especially the grungier side, because you can really enhance them with your other products
Definitely.
as well. So excited.
I'm so excited. It's one of those kits that we only do every year, maybe every other year. It's been a while since we had a steampunk kit and you're just going to absolutely love it. And as Kat said, lots of fun things that you can be doing to it. It's got vintage charm, mechanical magic, the whole works. But let's have a look first at our Win It Weekly. Okay, what a prize, what a prize. We've got these beautiful 5 pocket pads for you. These are our latest ones other than the Christmas ones. So we've got our Unicorn Kingdom, our Pretty Pansies, the Vroom Vroomies, I love those. The Sunset Moments, and of course the Happily Ever After, full of those gorgeous images for you to chop up and pop onto your cards. 4 lucky winners this week. How much sleep does a giraffe need each day is the question. So like, share and comment. The answers are A, 4 hours, B, 8 hours, or C, 10 hours. Oh my goodness. I know what the theme is for that question. Another launch coming that I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, we've got this launch to concentrate on first. Let's have a look at the VT. Oh my gosh, Jess had to just give me a little 5-second reminder then because I was just absolutely drooling over all those cards. They're lovely, aren't they? They're so much fun. Okay, so it is our wonderful Clockwork Curiosities collection for you. We have got a massive ultimate collection for you, which is all this that you see in all of its glory. It contains your luxury topper collection, all of your beautiful inserts at the bottom, and a full 48-page double-sided 8x8 paper pad. You're just going to get a cheeky £10 saving on that. You're going to get even more savings if you are a Club and Diamond member. Look at those prices, $26.97 for our Diamond members. That is incredible. Let's go through the toppers for you first of all, because they are absolutely stunning. Are we okay here, Jess? Yeah? Okay. We've got Jess doing all her camera trickery. Absolutely beautiful. I love that it's just a little bit different, isn't it, steampunk? It's one of those. It's absolutely iconic, I think. You've got those vintage colourways. You've always got clocks and cogs in there, haven't you?
Yes, definitely.
And it's just, again, fans of steampunk are going to love this. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the foiling on here. It's absolutely delightful. We've got, just for you, a little note to say, thinking of you and birthday wishes. I love the sort of musical kind of theme we've got here with the vintage gramophone, the violin. We've got the typewriter and the reading books there as well. And your matching cardstock. So again, you've got that matching image on there. Lots of fussy cutting opportunities in here. And again, it goes with the steampunk theme perfectly. Again, you've got those cogs that are absolutely iconic to the theme. We've got the sort of tea-stained antique colours in there. You've got the French script. Just absolutely iconic, isn't it? Again, this one, really iconic steampunk, because you have got the clocks that always a real big feature of our steampunk collections. We've got the wonderful like kind of mechanical keys on there. Again, great for the guys and gals, because we've got some girliness in there. We've got some flowers and things, but again, the colours and the theme really suit masculine makes as well. We've got Home Sweet Home. We've got Birthday Time, Unlock the Magic of New Beginnings, and Time to Relax. So I think we've got lots of occasions on there. You've got your birthdays and anniversaries, but also we've got like new beginnings. We've got Home Sweet Home on there. Again, just a nice thinking of you, sort of call round for a cuppa type of theme on there. Again, just great. And look at that accent foiling. Again, let's take you through the cardstock. Again, you're seeing that wonderful accent foiling on that. And again, that teacup. I love that we've got the you know, the sort of cup rings on there. Yes. It's so clever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just those details that just take it to the next level.
It really is absolutely next level. And I mean, again, as Kat said, you could be adding your own with inks. You could even just pop your cup of tea on there and leave it be for a little bit. We've all done that, haven't we? And then finally, how good is this pop of green?
Oh, it's stunning with that subtle pinky red as well.
Yeah.
It is just delicious.
It really is, absolutely. You've got that wonderful kind of red rose there. You've got the wonderful hummingbird, the dragonfly on there. Really nice fancy label shapes on there. You've got many happy returns and with love as your sentiments. And again, as Kat said, that colours are just delicious. You've got that rich, deep brown there with that pop of green and red there. Brilliant. We've got the drain pipe detail on here, and again, gorgeous, thick, chunky foiling on that. And then we've got the adventure begins, so great for bon voyage, retirement, anything like that. It's great for junk journaling and scrapbooking. So great. I had such fun making a little junk journal. I think that's at Hobby Maker, so you can go and check that out. We've got two foiled borders on there, one with little fishtails, and then we've got one which says especially for you. You've got Getting Lost with You is my favourite adventure, You're Not Old, You're Vintage, and the other sentiment is Let the Adventure Begin. Again, beautiful, beautiful sort of paint splat foiling on there. You've got the little foiled anchors, just a really nice kit. And again, so many card potentials. This is a 3 or 4 card topper set there. And then again, your card stock, many of which have got the images on, so you can just simply pop a sentiment on for quick and easy makes. And then this one as well, I did see Anne-Marie's Z-fold with this yesterday, and it was absolutely beautiful, fussy cutting that car out. And again, letting all that accent foiling do the talking. Okay, we're going to show you through the inserts and the paper pad, and then we're going to get a demo. Matching inserts as well. Again, so great. You can grunge these up as well if you need to. They are absolutely beautiful, and they're all like creamy, antique, vintage colour as well. So they're not plain white, these ones, which I absolutely love. It's going to go with your kit so well. And as Kat said, it's all those little details, isn't it? You open the card and you've got that colour just going on through. There's no like stark white when you open the card and see your insert. It's going to match absolutely perfectly. So we're just showing you one of each of those. You're going to get 2 of each, aren't you, Jess? We're going to get 4.
3.
3. Split the difference. It's 3. Honestly. Yeah, 24. It says on the SKU. What am I like this morning? Okay, let's have a look at this paper pad, shall we? This is absolutely amazing. $11.99. If you just want to dip your toes in, this is a great place to start. Clockwork Curiosities 8x8 paper pad. Again, it's one of those themes, even if it's not your cup of tea, if you make to sell or you've got lots of friends you send cards to, you need a variety of themes, don't you? It's always good to have a little bit of something in your stash, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think always your steampunk collections, even though they're so stylised, are great for sending to people that you don't necessarily know what they're into or not, because it looks like a lot of thought of effort and design has gone into the card.
Yes.
But without it pinpointing an exact area.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Because I think that's it. Like you say, if you're not sure what to send them, everyone could appreciate this artwork, can't they?
Yeah.
So you've got the wonderful books there. Then we go on to our music with the violin. I will show you the background pages. I'll do a quick flick the other way. We've got our wonderful vintage locomotive there. Isn't that fabulous? Absolutely beautiful. Again, we've got those greens there with the butterflies on there. Again, you can be layering these up, ripping them, tearing them. You've got the tearing rulers. They're a great partner for this. There's your dragonflies. Again, great for scrapbooking. Perfect little extra details that we didn't really see in the collection, but we've just sort of honed in on them here. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. There's that bicycle there with the bike chains at the top. So cool, so cool. And then you've got the lighthouse there with the ocean waves. They almost look photographic. They are wonderful. Absolutely amazing. Again, the same colourways throughout. You've got that vintage map there with the wonderful little explorer's gear. So cool. The lock and key there with the heart. Gorgeous. Again, the key. So you can be marrying these up with your toppers because many of the images do match. You could be using extra backgrounds, making them into larger cards. That rose, absolutely iconic. Absolutely iconic. Angie on YouTube says this collection looks amazing. Thank you so much. Debbie says, I really love that it's matte-tastic. It absolutely is. It had to be matte-tastic, didn't it? Let's talk you through some of those patterns as well. So again, we've got the reverse of those pages. We've got the sort of all over prints of the keys. We've got obviously the wood grain. What a classic. The vintage maps again. And another one for you. Like a sort of globe pattern, that one. Then again, you've got some more of those cogs, like the brown on brown. Gorgeous green sort of damask pattern. The drain pipes, they're just so fun. The rusty old drain pipes. Robin Lee says, love the pad. The pad is definitely one of the best pieces of the kit. It's gorgeous. And you've got, again, all those sort of clockwork roses. A beautiful black damask there as well. Just absolutely perfect. A wonderful distressed harlequin pattern for you, and I think, there it is, there's those books there as well, and I know Kat is bringing this in at some point in the show. So that is all from me, apart from some samples. Let's have a look at those, and then we are going straight to the demonstration station. So we've got this really cute little swing card here. Again, just absolutely effortless card making with this. They just look so good, just simply, there's nothing fancy to these. They're just popped on some cardstock, bit of mirroring, and away you go. Absolutely great. And then that's how you can use that paper pad and your cardstock together. Oh, this is really fancy. We've got this wonderful twisted easel there. Again, bringing in that paper pad, those labels there. And again, you can see how well all of those products are working together. There's that stepper with the teacup. I think that's one of my favourites. So cute. A Z fold there as well. So if you do want to take things a bit fancier, really step up your makes, you absolutely can do. But many of these makes suggest they are just simply wonderful, just popped on to some cardstock and a sentiment to finish. That's another one from the paper pad. And then we've got this one from Natalie, who has gone round all the edges with the metallic marker there as well. Again, using a bit of the toppers, a bit of the matte-tastic. Really, really fun and funky makes there as well. They're just so different to what we usually see. It's so fun. Kat, are you ready for your first demo?
I certainly am, but I've got a request first. I don't need it for this demo, but for my next demo, can somebody source me a sanding block, please?
A sanding block, yeah, we'll get that for you.
Thank you. Right, that bit done. We are going to be working with our Everyday Beauty. I absolutely love this green one that Bex pointed out before. And me being me, if I can squeeze in a bit of craft card, I'm going to squeeze in a bit of craft card.
It's great
and
for
I
that.
think it works so well with this. So we're going to do a nice big 8x8 card and then just work down some layers. So I'm just going to go straight 8x8 with my craft here. We are going to be bringing in gold matte layers later on, but I think with this, because we've got quite a few layers that are going on, if we matte and layer them all those little bits of 3 notches take away from your working space, so sometimes it's nice just to have a flat base, which we have got there.
Excellent.
Next up, I am going to come over to this beautiful, beautiful cardstock here. We're going to come, thank you very much, Jess. 3 notches under the 6.5. And again, in the same direction. Did she do 3 notches under 6.5? Yes, she did. And just take this from the top there. And then with this one, we are going to, let's take it to the 6.5 again before I get lost. And then I'm going to place this so my rose is kind of sat centrally in my track line here. And we're just going to bring this down, and then we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting around it. I'm going to move my blade up. So we move the track guide here up, brought my blade to the bottom, and then we're just going to come up to the bottom of this leaf here. And then we can fussy cut around this just to add some details. And I love when you can cut into your cardstock and make extra elements to build up your card.
Yeah, definitely. I think when the cardstock is this pretty and this nice and it's got these images on, you can almost save yourself a topper or save yourself extra element. Like you say, it just stretches it further.
It does, absolutely. So we'll go around this leaf here. And do you know what? I'm in real appreciation of my craft knife today, because when I was prepping with this yesterday, for some reason, I could not find my craft knife anywhere. So I just had to use like one that I had in my stash.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my days.
Was it a bit old?
Oh, well, it wasn't. It was actually brand new, but it just wouldn't cut where I wanted it to cut.
Oh, no.
It was going off in a direction of it. So, and I was like, no, get me my hunky-dory one now.
Oh, definitely.
So we just take that off of there, and we've created this little panel. And then what I'm going to do, these bits that we've taken off the top, I think I'm going to place them back on just to bring that detail back in. Let's give them a little fussy cut. Now, I'm not going to be really precise, but with that flat edge, looks a bit weird if I just put it on like that. So I'm just going to do a wibbly wobbly.
Just give it a bit of shape.
Just give it a bit of shape. It looks like you've tried to cut down like the line without really having to try about it.
Oh, love that.
This one, that one should fit that, I believe. Yep.
Perfect.
And then this one, well, we can trim it and then just cut it to size. It doesn't really matter as long as we do it long enough, which should be enough about there. It's definitely not bigger than that. And then we can add these back on. Let's use my tape runner. Let's maybe not use the tape runner that's empty. Let's go back to the construction glue.
Oh, it's going to be one of those days today, Kat.
It better not be, because I've got some messy crafting coming up and I don't want it to be.
Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. No, for sure.
So we'll just add that on back onto there just to add some of that pretty detail on, because it's a shame when we've got that lovely design work at the top.
I know. Is it a dots one that you need, or is it the full tape?
Dots, please,
Dots.
if it's
We've got a
available. But
refill
it's
here, yeah.
not the end of the world. I think there's some down
No,
here.
no, but... Oh, I've seen the messy crafting things. Are you doing that now? Are you doing that today? This morning?
Yes,
oh
yeah.
my goodness, I'm so excited. Don't go anywhere, people. Just me getting excited for the next demo before we've even finished this one. But I'm just excited for this kit in general.
So we can pop that on there, and then I am going to start a little bit now. I'm going to bring in our new metallic wax, because this is just...
Oh, it's stunning.
With collections like this, all the stuff we brought out recently are just a match made in heaven.
It's like we knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you don't need much, but let's just go around the edges. It's just, and it's so quick and simple to do something like this as well, but it just takes it to that next level.
Fiona says, shout out to the design team that worked on this collection. AAA++. I know. They definitely deserve an A+++ in my you know, in my book. Look at that.
It really does. So we're going to take the topper and the frame from this selection, and let's just work out where we want everything to sit. So we might build this up quite a bit. So if we put this one on flat,
Oh, Sam Hatfield says she agrees with you about the craft knife situation. She says, I don't know what it is about the hunky-dory craft knife. I was useless at cutting before I got it, and now I'm an extreme cutter.
It does what it's told.
It's a great tool,
and
isn't
that's
it?
all we ask from a good tool, is for it to do what it's told. But,
yes.
And it really, really does.
It does. It absolutely does. It's one of the best that I've found as well. So it's not just me and Kat that love this. Sam in the comments loves it as well as all of you guys at home. So that's really, really wonderful to hear. Do keep those kind of comments coming in because we love them.
So we will pop this on to there now. And then we are going to bring this one in, and we're going to lift this up on 2 layers of foam pads. I'm going to add just a little bit more of this gold down the side. So I just need to make sure I'm fine for putting my double strips all the way down here.
Okay.
Because
oh yeah, because they're not going to be overlapping.
They're not going to overlap. Let's just use my squares while they're out. Take the backs off them. But this is, it's definitely a more is more collection. The thing with steampunk is the more layers, the more textures, the more you can throw at it, the better it looks. I'm being quite reserved with these today, just bringing in a couple of extra elements. But you can really go to town with them if you want to.
Yeah, so it's one of those that you don't have to stop. Like, you know, you can just, as you say, go on and on with your layers and your distressing and, like you say, your funky finishes, bringing out your waxes, bringing out your inks.
And like you said, your tearing rulers with this collection as well work absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, they really do.
So we'll pop that on to there. And then we're going to take a piece of this pipe page from the...
Oh, the paper pad?
The paper pad.
Gorgeous.
And I just, because that's a little bit too... What's the word on its own?
I know what you mean.
You do, don't you?
So let's go else.
A little bit of something else. So I'm going to go to 7 1/4, 3 notches under, so I can do a mirror mat as well. 7 1/4, just like that.
Fran Moritz Booth on YouTube says, Hunky Dory toppers have transformed my card making. Love the collections. They really do, don't they? They're so easy to do. They make you look like a better crafter. Not that I'm saying anyone's not a good crafter, but they just, again, they just make you look better. They are so good. And again, we are really glad to hear that. Fiona says, this is looking very eye-catching, Kat.
Thank you. And I think going back to the collections, I think they help improve your confidence and stuff like that.
Do.
So if you're a brand new beginner and you're starting out, you can make the simplest of cards absolutely stunning. And because you're getting that payoff, you're like, oh, well, what can I do next? What can I do next? How can I? And it encourages you to really push and play.
Yeah.
With your ideas.
Absolutely. And I mean, this card here, obviously I know you're adding lots of really fun techniques in here, but it is just a square card. You know, it's not a fun fold, it's not anything fancy. Everybody can achieve this.
Absolutely.
Susan on Facebook says, loving the demo, Kat. Claudia says, so many great ideas with this gorgeous collection. Absolutely. Susan on YouTube says, will the multi-aperture card blanks from Fantastic Frames be coming back in stock, please? The Fantastic Frames, are they a die or... Things that launch before May, I'm not very good with. I'm pretty sure the card blanks are coming back, but they are a production job and I know they're really busy at the moment. I think they've got normal card blanks to get on first. So the answer is very, it's a very politician's answer. It's confirm nor deny, but I actually don't know.
So we're just going to pop that on there. We have got 2 sentiments to add. I've got the many happy returns. Might actually pop on that bit up there. And again, we're not going to be shy with our foam pads because we like the layers and the texture, especially when it comes to these.
They are absolutely, more is more, as Kat said. Jackie Bradley says this collection is so absolutely awesome. Love that. Stephen Nichols says Hunky Dory kits are #1 in the craft industry, and I say simply the best.
We will take that all
I
day
think we
long.
should absolutely take that. I nearly sang it and then I thought, no, I can't subject people to that.
And we'll just pop this on to our card blank now. Pop that on there. And I love how it works with the craft card.
It looks great with the craft card. Kat does not need any excuse to dig the craft card out.
I do not.
Look at that. That is absolutely stunning, and it really shows off that kit, doesn't it? And the wax as well in there. Super, super fun and effective card. Thank you so much, Kat.
You are welcome.
I absolutely love it. Again, absolutely amazing. Fiona says, okay, Kat, how are you planning on topping this demo? Honestly, you want to see what she's got up her sleeve. Very, very eye-catching, Kat. Adrienne says, lovely paper pad to go with the collection. Robin says, fab, Kat. Absolutely gorgeous. Chloe Ivy says, Hunky Dory is the best brand for crafting. Diane Hatcher, this card is stunning. Thank you, guys. I'm not even ready for the next part of the show, Jess. I'm so sorry. Let's get these goodies in. Oh, look at these. Have you seen these gemstones, Jess? Oh, my goodness. Don't go anywhere. Right, what are we doing first? The acetate? Yes, we are. Here we go. Clockwork Curiosities Luxury Foiled Acetate. How well is this going to go on top of your cards? Again, as your front, pop it behind your frames. 16 of your 220 microns, so it is construction friendly if you want to do those steppers and easels. 4 of each of your designs, and again, you've got that artwork just carried on through into your acetate. Again, everybody's sharing the Hunky Dory love, so I'm going to say it right there. No one does foiled acetate like us. It's delicious, it's gorgeous, it's high quality. Look at that design on there with those postage stamps and those clocks. Absolutely stunning. Again, you could chop this in half and make 2 projects with this. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this one, edge to edge foiling. I mean, come on. Beautiful. Definitely do not let this acetate pass you by because it is absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And then again, we've got this one as well with those corners that just sort of fizzle out into nothing. It's so gorgeous. So it starts with this damask print here, and then it just goes split, 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 splatter, gone. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Michelle says, I want 16 sheets of the wood grain acetate. So you get 4. So just buy 4 packs.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do.
Simple.
I don't know how impressed your family will be that you've spent all that money on acetate, but it's worth it. Look, can we just, come on, look how pretty it is. Look at that. Oh, beautiful.
And I could see why people would want that on its own because you're going to be able to use it across so many different
collections. So many. Right, next up we have your foiled cardstock. Again, another cracker. We've got the same, and I love this about our kits, the same foiling die can be used.
Yes.
So if you want to marry it up with your acetate, if you want to marry it up with your cardstock, you absolutely can. These are our matte-tastic colours. We've got the pigeon blue there as well. The gorgeous stamps as well. So like I say, these are going to match your acetates, and how this is done is it's foiled on the exact same machine, so we can get that precision and that accurate. Michelle, you're going to have to add this into your stash as well. Come on. Claudia says, I need a bigger apartment. Tell me about it. Look at this one. gorgeous. It's £9.99. The foiling alone is worth, like, there's £9 worth of gold foiling on this. Never mind the fact that it's 350 GSM. Sorry, I'm coming to the next one. I can't even describe this product. I can't even go there. Never mind the fact that it's 350 GSM Matastic. Sorry, look at that. Gorgeous. And as Kat said, many of these designs are going to slide right into your stash. Again, that one is going to match the acetate. Susan says, stunning. Sam says, foiled card. It's magpie time. Tell me about it. Look at, oh my gosh. That's going to go so well with that violin topper that we have, or the gramophone. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Stunning, 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 stunning. I could not think of a better way to spend £9.99. And then, I know, right? And then we've got that one with the script and the keys just hanging off the sides. Absolutely gorgeous. Fiona says, wood grain acetate, drool, drool, drool. Yay, gems. Diane says, I need a lottery win. Michelle says, stop enabling me. I do not need any help. I know. I enable myself. Stop. Miri. Oh no, it's the Matastic. Okay, so those colours, they're the same as your foiled ones. We've got the beautiful, we've got the maroon, we've got the sandstone, we've got the fawn, we have got the pumpkin, the moss green, the pigeon blue, and the, I'm going to have to check this one, steel grey, and your earthy brown there. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, £9.99, you can make your cards from this. You can use it in addition to your paper pad. Just a great one to have in your stash. And I know that at the end of the year, we are retiring these colours, so it is worth grabbing the collections at the moment. Because if you've got a favourite...
I can't believe we've had them for nearly 2 years.
I know. I'm
going
to miss them.
Stockpile pigeon blue right now.
I know. Tell me. I know. I'm the maroon and the sandstone. Don't even go there. Next up, we have our Miri for you. 16 sheets of 220 GSM A4 Miri. Oh. Again, these delicious steampunky colours for you. Obviously, you've got the burnished bronze. You've got the gold. You've got the copper there. Copper blaze. I think this one's peacock blue. Yes. Steel grey. Yes. This one, rich burgundy. Your wonderful, wonderful pillar box red, and your holly green there as well. Gorgeous. Again, construction weight friendly. If you want to make your card bases from there or your fold backs, etc., you absolutely can do. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. That's your Miri. It's absolutely stunning. Ribbon. I'm just desperate to show these gems. Ribbon selection for you, 20 metres of which you're going to get in this 7 metres double face satin. And again, you've got that wonderful myriad of colours. So they're just going to go so wonderfully. You can pick out the gold, you can pick out the green, you've got those blues in there. Again, just see how well it's going to slide in with your stash. Again, you get lots of tags and little junk journaling opportunities in here. So it really, really is a must-have for that one as well. Robin says, here I was thinking Bex learned all the names, but they are on the back. I do try and do most of them myself. I only cheat sometimes. Just to put it out there, set the record straight.
I'll stick up for her because she is my go-to when I'm like, Bex, what's this colour? Bex, what's this colour? She does know.
Thank you, Kat.
I will sing her praises.
Thank you, Kat. I love that. £9.99, massive bag of ribbon. You do need to do that. Get it. Not usually a ribbon girl, but that ribbon is gorgeous. Absolutely so is. Right, everybody, the gems are coming. I love these gems, Jess. They're absolutely, look at them. Gold leaf in there. How well is that going to go with that acetate, that foiled edge to edge cards, like the kit it alone. And again, the colours are just perfect for these because we've got these vintage sepia tones here, the peaches. Again, you can, that'd go so well with that rose because you've got those reddy pinky tones in there. Again, those sort of vintage dusty lilacs in there. You've got these ones as well, your blues and greens, so that's going to go really well with like your lighthouse, your books on there. Again, that green one would be perfect with Kat's card as well. There's not a single pack that I wouldn't have thought would have gone with that card that you've just made.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely stunning. And then finally, we have your monochrome delights, and as well, that's kind of got that khaki colour in there as well as your cream and your black. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, Stephen said he's got 13 stops to go. Not that we're stalking the hunky-dory delivery drivers, but 13 steps to go. Come on. Some more samples and then we're going to go straight back to Kat on here. Oh, this one is just so cute, isn't it? Look at that fussy cutting again. We've got some of those pink gems, so good with that because it just picks out that beautiful flower. That's a lovely card from Rachel, and I love how she's curved the front of that there as well to just go in really nicely with that one. Beautiful. Here's the wood grain acetate. Gorgeous little fold back on there. Again, you don't need a lot. It's so effective, just that little strip, isn't it?
It is.
So gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Again, we've got some of our foiled cardstock as a background. You could gut all these pieces as well to save that and make it stretch a little bit further. Really, really beautiful. And again, this is what I was saying, it is construction friendly. You can be making those steppers from that. Absolutely beautiful. We've got a really cute little easel here. Just using that little last topper. Again, you might just have that one left over. Squeeze the sentiment, and again, you can use your paper pad if you're short on your cardstock and just make really cute little mates like that. Stunning. Oh, this one as well. Oh my gosh. Love that. It just looks beautiful. And again, you've got that acetate pattern on there. You could use your cardstock, that border on there with the triangular front. Absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love. Diane Hatcher says stunning samples. They absolutely are. Am I holding this one upside down? Yes, we are. This is one of Amy's. Again, just doing that beautiful sort of bow front bay window card. You've got the bird. I love that it's looking to the left and the right, depending on whether you use the topper or the cardstock or both. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. Thank you so much to all of our design team members, but we're going to get demo number 2 in.
Okie dokie, let's make a little, but easy to do, like exploding box that you can then use like as a storage bowl once it comes out. So we are going to go in with some of our foiled Matastic, and we are going to start with our base. So we're going to cut these down to 7.5 inches, just like this. I'm going to do that in both directions. And then for our base, hang on, my brain's broken a little bit. Let me remember my measurements for my lid. So it's going to be 2.5 inches, plus we want 1/2 inch each side, so that takes me to 3.5 inches. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to mess this lid up, so if we come back in a bit, I've got enough to work with there.
Okay.
So let's then pop them on to our scoreboard. I'm going to do this a little bit differently from normal. So we want to break this down into 3 sections of 2.5. That's why we've cut it to 7.5. So we're going to go 2.5 and 5. We're going to rotate it 2.5 and 5.
That's 5.5.
I have, haven't I? Ah! But if you're clever, we can just knock that out. So what I like to do is just sit it back in that track line.
Sort of buff it out.
Buff it out. Which, to be fair, it's good that you get to see this.
Absolutely.
Because it is undoable. So there we go. And then we'll try again on the 5. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go into all of our corners, and we are, I'm just double checking I'm doing this in the right direction. We are going to score diagonal lines. I'm going to have to make this a little bit dark because my line doesn't go all the way down. I have got my pencil here. Let's just take this to the bottom. So pop that. As you can see, we've got a pencil line down there. I'm going to make sure my 2 points are sat in there. And we're just going to score like these inner corners, these inner boxes.
Yep.
On the diagonal from
Okay.
the inside point of that like kind of middle square.
Yep.
Out. You should be able to do both while you're on that point here. And bring that down like that. So we have got those diagonal lines in there. Then we are going to take this and we are going to pop this back on our trimmer, and we're just going to cut the angles off all these. So it's going to kind of make like a, I think it's like an octagon kind of shape.
Oh, cool.
Maybe a pentagon. It's not a pentagon. Pentagon's 5 sides. So you can just see I'm matching my points up in my track line, and we're taking these down just like this. And the last one. And then when you fold these in,
I think it might be a hexagon.
I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh no,
it's
that's an octagon.
Yeah.
This is just so fun already.
So we're just going to go make sure you do want your lines to be, your scores to be really nice and bendy and flexible for this one, especially with what we're going to do next, because we're going to decorate this. And then we're just going to fold these corners in.
Ooh.
And this is going to be what's the like kind of the explosion of our box. So there's no kind of like addition here apart from like on the lid. And this is what's going to create kind of our exploding box. But you can put something in it, whether it just be a little treats or maybe some crafting supplies. But when it pops open, it works like as a little bowl. Your bits and pieces aren't going to fall out. So let's take, I have got a sheet of paper somewhere. And what you can do with this, it's easier, instead of trying to cut it down, just give this a really good coverage with your tape gun or your construction glue. And then just cut it down to size when it's on, and you don't need to worry about anything being a little bit short or anything like that. So we'll give that a really good coverage on there.
Oh, I love that.
I am going for this beautiful book design that we're in. And we should pop that on.
Nice.
Give it a really good squidge down. And then we can just cut around all these edges, easy peasy. Trim off the excess.
Can you hear that noise in the warehouse?
Yeah, that weird whooping.
Oh my god, I feel like I'm in Squid Games.
Well,
I know, I just
you
don't
never
need
know
this.
what goes on out there.
I don't need this level of stress. I'm just enjoying this demo, and I can just hear this boop, boop, boop.
And we're just going to take all those edges off, and then we're just going to refold everything again so we get those lovely score lines back into that second layer as well. And you can see how, if you're doing this with construction glue, make sure you give it a little bit of time to dry down before you go back in and do this.
Awesome.
And then just take in all those corners again.
Gorgeous.
And just like that. And then we are going to go round, and this is what I wanted the sanding block for, just for that little bit of texture. And we're just going to catch all the edges, just to roughen it up a little bit, just because it is meant to look a bit more distressed, and I just like the way it looks. So go around and do all that, and you should end up with something that then looks like this. We've just got all those edges and everything on there. So we move on to our lid that you did all see me cut before. Is this it here? Is it just because it looks tiny, tiny?
Beautiful.
So we'll move this over on to, oh, I've done the wrong side. I used that for my, right. What I'm going to do.
Oh, you've made a lid for a base. Yeah.
Just going to cut it a little bit bigger. So if I take it just a couple of notches over the 2.5 in both directions, just to give me that little extra speed. If you do it right and score your base on the base side and your lid on the lid side, you should be absolutely fine. This is me just, I had a premonition, didn't I, that I was going to
do something like this. Yeah, I know.
That's the one
Kat
I've
can
taken
always
it.
fix these things.
Absolutely. Where there's a will, there's a way. And she's done it again because I've not added the extra. So 3.5, I'm going to take it to just like 2.5 notches over that. 3.5, 2.5 notches over that direction. Then we will go to our lid side. And we're just going to do 1/2 inch all the way around. And this is just kind of your basic box lid. You have got quite a bit of depth in that box, so if you wanted to make it a bit deeper, you could do. And I'm just going to take these tabs. When they're quite small, I don't really bother cutting the little notches into them.
No, you can sort of get away without doing it.
Yeah. And again, in the essence of time, this is 100% do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, put some red liner.
Put some red liner on. We will fold these down. I know.
Sorry.
She's like tuned us in, hasn't she?
It is though, isn't it? What are they doing out there?
And that is our lid. I'm just going to take this lovely little square topper that we have got on here just to give it a little bit more decoration.
Lots and lots of love for the wood grain patterns that Kat is using. We've got it throughout our collections. We've got it in the edge to edge. We've got it in the foiled acetate. We've got it in the paper pad. So if you love your wood grains, this collection is really, really worth grabbing as well. Lots of people
pop that
loving
on there, and then I am going to put some ribbon around it as well.
Yeah.
But I just think it's really handy.
So
You've just got a
cute.
couple of treats in there, or like I said, really handy for like craft supplies, like pegs and things like that. Really, really fun because it holds itself because of the construction weight of the card as a little thing. But if you want to go in with some of the ribbon, just to finish it off nice, we're just going to tie that around in a lovely little...
So gorgeous. Lynn says, I just love steampunk. You know, it's one of those collections, whenever we do it, if you are a fan, you need to get it. It's not one we do every 6 months. It's not always one we do every year. So do grab it when you have the opportunity. Diane says, love this cute little box.
And there we go.
Gorgeous.
Just a little trinket, but I think it's so much fun. Something just a little, another box, but just something you can use a little bit differently.
You can never have too many boxes. And like
No,
I say, I love that
absolutely.
octagon shape when it opens out. It's so beautiful. And the two-tone wood grains is just, to die for. Thank you, Kat.
You're well welcome.
We've got one more demo from our lovely Kat at the end of the show. Quick recap on the Win It Weekly. For our gorgeous pocket pads, we would like to know, how much sleep does a giraffe need each day? Is it A, 4 hours, B, 8 hours, or C, 10 hours? Lovely, lovely one. Lynn says, you need to do a Christmas one. I'm sure Kat will be making lots of these for Christmas. Susan says, it is perfect for my granddaughter's jewellery prezzies.
Yes,
Such a great size for jewellery, 100%. Beautiful box, Kat, love it. Karen says cute box. Diane says amazing. Fiona says look how glorious that wood grain cardstock is. Penny says adorable. And again, your Win It Weekly coming on there. Viv Williams says it's really good to know what to do if we do that with our boxes. You know, do it on the wrong side, how to correct it.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Kat.
Not a problem.
And
I will make mistakes as often as I can for you.
Yeah, I know. She can always fix her way out of them. She's clever like that. Are we ready for a recap? And we'll let Kat get set up for her third and final demo. Absolutely gorgeous. Anne Williams says this box would be great for Halloween as well.
Yes.
So great for Halloween. Look at that. That is the kit in all of its glory. So you're going to get 2 of everything you see up at the top. So you're going to get 2 of your foiled cardstock, 2 of your printed cardstock, 2 of your absolutely delicious Clockwork Curiosities foiled and die cut toppers. You're going to get 1 of the 8x8 paper pads, 48 double-sided sheets in there, and you're going to get all of your beautiful, beautiful inserts that are printed in that beautiful antique cream brown colour. Your ultimate collection is $29.97. You're already saving £10 before you've even logged in and took into account your club and diamond discounts. £10 saving. That is practically all. I mean, this paper pad's $11.99, so that is just going to work out at $1.99 for you if you're getting it in the ultimate collection. So how can you not get this into your baskets? Let us know if you are grabbing this today. We would love to hear from you. Lots and lots of comments saying like, I don't need any more, my rooms are full. But you know, we always find a way, don't we? So this one is your gorgeous A Note to Say. It's got that vintage typewriter, the music and the book themed on there. Just for you, a little note is your sentiments on there. And again, you've got that gramophone on your cardstock. And then you have the typewriter on your foiled cardstock. Again, deliciously foiled with lots of cogs and gears, lots and lots of fussy cutting opportunities. This one would be a really easy one if you're just starting out on your fussy cutting, because you've got those L-shaped borders to follow and just those little books as well. And they're quite angled, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
But again, you can go more detailed if you are a lover of your fussy cutting. And again, don't just take it from us. Lots of comments saying how good the craft knife is. Then you've got your Time for New Beginnings with that beautiful pocket watch there, the teacups and the keys on there, jam-packed, absolutely jam-packed. There's hardly an inch of space left on this sheet. Gorgeous big circle and oval toppers on there, as well as your border and all of those little button sentiments as well. Again, your cardstock in this, absolutely beautiful. The foiling around that pocket watch is stunning. And again, you've got this other corner as well with the lock and key, so you could be easily stretching that out to make 2 or 3 cards. We've got that wonderful teapot there with the tea stains and the wood grain on there. Absolutely amazing. Janie says, my order went in all early today and it's already been shipped. Thank you so much, Janie. That's wonderful. We've got our Everyday Ready there with that beautiful rose. Kat did this one for her first demo, so do go and check that out if you want that. To want to copy that demo, sorry. Again, that foiled butterfly on that topper is absolutely stunning. You've got the bird there, the dragonfly, and all of those cogs and chains and gears that are just absolutely iconic to the steampunk theme. Beautiful, beautiful colours in there. Just a little bit different, but not too different for it to be recognisable as a wonderful steampunk collection. There you've got those drain pipes, and again, more of those delicious roses and foiled butterflies. And then finally, you've got your Adventure Begins with the vintage car, the bicycle, and those more nautical themes as well with the compasses and the sort of sea blues and all that kind of thing. You've got your Not Old, Your Vintage. You've got, especially for you, Getting Lost With You is my favourite adventure, and you have got Let the Adventure Begin. 2 little labels on there, so they're so great as well. And then you've got that vintage matte print with the hot air balloon. You've got those beautiful blue waves on there, absolutely gorgeous. And then as well, we have got that vintage car with all of those gorgeous accent foilings on there. Absolutely stunning. Any of them are 5 for 4 on our topper set, so you can grab them. We're just talking you through a little recap of the ultimate collection for you. This your pad, £11.99 on its own, but available as part of that collection. Again, beautiful. We'll just give you a really quick flick, because if you want to see it in more detail, do flick back to the beginning of the show or save it. There's that wood grain that everybody loves. Don't forget as well, we have that in the acetate and the edge-to-edge foiled cardstock. Again, your sort of global traveller theme, your explorer. You've got the nautical themed pages on there, your bicycle, lots of browns, greens, golds, bronzes, all of those wonderful colours there, but really different with those pinks, those reds, Again, that green as well, not something we always see in steampunk, but it's so nice to have something a bit different. There's your beautiful train. Isn't it just majestic on there? Stunning artwork throughout this kit. Your instruments there. And you have your, again, your notebook there with the quill. Absolutely stunning. And all of those sort of raggedy old letters. They're so good, aren't they? Beautiful. And this is the paper that Kat used on the inside. It's just worked so great as a box liner, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So good.
Yeah.
So again, if you are making boxes or 3D makes, this is a great one to have in your stash as well, especially for, like I say, lining, matching tags, anything like that. That is officially everything I have to show you. If you want to take a look at anything, do flick back to the earlier parts of the show. But let's get our third and final demo in.
Okay, I'm excited about this one.
Are
so
you?
We're going to
I'm
be making one of
excited.
my favourites, an acetate card blank.
Nice.
Keeping it quite simple because the magic is going to come to help cover up one of my OCD things.
Okay.
So just bear with me. So I'm taking this beautiful one with the cogs on both sides. The kind of biggest square card you can make out of an A4 sheet is about 5 3/4 by 5 3/4.
Yeah.
So I need to cut this down to 11.5.
Okay.
Now, again, another one of my OCDs. If I was just to take that to, I mean, there's not much difference on that one. 11.5. I'm going to have a bit shorter on this side than I have got on that. So I'm just seeing kind of what my excess is over here, which is about 1/2 inch.
Oh, so you're going to cut a quarter off each side?
Cut a quarter off each side, just to make it a little bit more even. Just...
Kat genuinely
having one
always
of
does
those.
this. She cannot handle a lack of symmetry.
And then we are going to take this to 5 3/4 in height as well. And then when we turn it over, we'll again take this to 5 3/4 and add in a score line. I don't know whether to go straight in with my little Trixie bit or make you wait a little bit longer. I think I'm going to make you wait a little bit longer.
Do it.
So I'm going to fold this over like this, and I think I'm actually going to do this as a 10th fold.
Ooh.
Right, so we've got that there, that's ready to go. I'm going to go onto my top ascent. We've got this beautiful, oh, it's been ripped off with a thing there.
Oh,
Just with
someone's
the
been very keen with the
time
border.
I'm going to take this. Now, because it's a smaller card, I'm not going to be able to incorporate all this. And because we're making an acetate card, we don't want to cover all the acetate up. We do want to show it off as a see-through card. So we know it's 5 3/4. So if I take this 2 3 notches under the 5.5, and then we'll go 3 notches under the 3, and that should give me enough. Again, I'm looking at where I'm cutting into this here. So if I cut a little bit more off this side, hopefully I'll get a little bit more of my clock in the design. So just play around with your layers. And then we will do, I'm bringing in like the chocolate mirror for this because we've got it in the collection. And I just think it's going to pick up on some of the tones. So don't always feel like you've got to do your matte and layer.
Oh, in the gold.
In the gold.
Yeah, no, definitely not. You can absolutely mix and match them, for sure. Just going to read out a couple of comments. Angela Beckett says, drop the whole collection in my basket at 9 a.m. I love your organisation. Jackie says, I love this collection. I must have it. That's Jackie Ashcroft on YouTube. Sarah Gresley says, oh, it's fallen into my basket and I accidentally pressed buy. That is a shame. You know, I hate it when accidents happen.
So you know my trick, and I will show you a bit for when I'm adhering mattes and mirrors to acetate cards. But before I do that, I am going to do the bit of messy crafting on here.
Love this.
So this is where my OCD comes in, because we love our gold foiled acetate because it's gold on one side and silver on the other, so you can use it in both ways. Apart from when I'm doing something like this and I'm folding my card in half and I've got the silver side coming through and it bugs me. So what I'm going to do was we're going to add some gilding flakes.
Nice.
So we're going to open up the card and we're going to work on this silver side. And it works because your gilding flakes are gold on both sides. it's going to cover up the silver element here. This one I'm not bothered by because this is at the back, but you could do it there as well. It's going to cover up the silver coming through here, but it's going to give a stunning effect on this back panel with the gold as well. So now we have our incredible gilding flake glue. I'm just going to squidge a bit out onto my glass mat. I've just got like a random blending tool. This is one of the oval ones. And we're just going to stipple this out all over.
So excited.
Here. Just make sure it doesn't have to be a neat edge at the top. Just make sure we're going over. And, you know, you're not going to get every single tiny piece, but it's just going to distract from that silver a bit. And this is the next bit where we go in. I'm going to clean this up before I get myself stuck into it, because we all know that's what's going to happen. I'll go over with a wet cloth in a bit.
Do we maybe want to switch the air? Is the aircon on, Jess?
And I am just going to start placing this over. Get a decent coverage. Get a few bits on, because you can always go back and add. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, it's all coming out. They've got a life of their own, haven't they?
They have. And I'm just going to start patting that in over the bits. And if you can see any bits that are really quite obviously silver, you can just go and pat it in. And you can build this after as well. Once it's nice and dry, you can go. Oh, this is so much fun.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
And I like to gently start doing. This is one of these things you might as well go in with your fingers, because you're going to get, no matter what you do, you're going to get it on yourself. So we just keep patting it down. But I think most of that is disguised now, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to use my sanding block just to take this off the edges of my fingers.
Yeah,
it's probably a good way. And then I have got I'm going to tap off anything that I don't want. For sure, these bigger loose bits. Get a few more bits in here. Put that away. I'm going to put a piece of this down just to help me in my cleanliness issue at the moment. And then I just like to take a little bit of kitchen sponge, or you can use a blending tool if you want to. Is that on the other side? Is that why it's not rubbing away? And then we can just start buffing this back.
Oh, I love this.
And it works perfectly. I'm not sure gilding on acetate is something we've really shown off before.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is.
We can just start rubbing that back. Make sure it's nice and clean around the edges. And another thing, not necessarily for this one, but while we're showing you the gilding flakes, your Velcro, if you just take your blending tool with a sponge on, if you're wanting to distress it,
ooh,
that works really well. I'm going to say it's actually brought up something I didn't want it to, but like when you're doing it on card and stuff, you know, if you're wanting to take some off and distress it, that works really, really well. So then from the back, you have this absolutely stunning, beautiful finish on your acetate. But again, when we put it back over to the card, it's still going to show through the front there. And you can go in with your anti-static bag if you've got any bits and pieces floating about. But again, I think with a card like this, a little bit of extra gilding that's gone somewhere is not going to upset you in the slightest. So then we are going to go on to back to our matten layer. So as you know, I like to do, because I don't like anything showing through, we're going to place our mat underneath the back of our card.
Nice.
So make sure you want to put your adhesive onto the front here.
Yeah.
Just make sure you are not going where you've got your matten layer. Just keep it nice and central. And we can pop this in here. We're just going over to the left hand side. And then you can take your top layer.
Viv Williams says, which glue did Kat use? It is our Gilding Flakes glue, so it's designed for that exact job to use with your Gilding Flakes. Hopefully that helps.
And then we pop that on, and you will see from the back then it's nice and clean. There's
Nice.
nothing showing there. But again, you could go in and add a bit of your backing papers to the back of that panel as well if you want to make it extra fancy. And then we're just going to take this lovely circle topper.
Beverly O'Sullivan on YouTube says, now that is mega, Kat. Claire says that looks so pretty on Facebook. Lots of people that didn't know they could do that technique on acetate. Do you know, I don't think it was one that I thought of. It's so good. I'm going to definitely incorporate that into our crafting.
Well, sometimes this is the beauty of crafting, because sometimes, like I said, I came up with it to solve a problem.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not just about being creative. Some of the best ideas come along because you're using them to solve an issue,
Yeah,
to
for
solve a
sure.
problem.
Absolutely.
So we're just going to pop that on there. Add a few foam pads to this panel. Again, I'm going to try and pop my foam pads on to...
Oh, like the cardstock bit?
Yes, so, well, I'm going to go on this side of my, what's it called? Topper?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, I've used all my...
Our words up today.
Yeah, with being creative with foiled acetate, but...
I love this comment. It's a little tip. Someone earlier on, I think it was Debbie, said never use Gilding Flakes. Michelle said the end result is spectacular. I mean, we just saw the end result on Kat's. The key thing is don't breathe. They get everywhere.
Yeah, don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Please do breathe whilst you're crafting. Maybe a little cheeky 5 seconds, but no more than that, people. Don't have me worrying.
There's plenty of projects I've
Held
not
your
breathed
breath.
my way through.
Oh, we've all been there. It's usually stamping.
Yes.
I'm just about to lift the block or the press and I'm like, I don't realise I'm doing it, but I'm holding my breath.
I'll lock it up there.
Gorgeous,
and then we can
Kat.
just finish with the sentiment at the bottom. Like I said, I'm not going over the top with the details because the elements are everywhere else with the card like this. So we can just pop that in the bottom. And there we have our...
Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I love the Gilding Flakes on there, the acetate. I think that pocket watch is my favourite topper. I'm going to put it out there. It's absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for your demos
You're
today, Kat.
welcome.
I think everybody can agree that that is fantastic. Gorgeous. Great idea, says Susan. Fiona says, would love to receive this card. Absolutely gorgeous. Sam says, love, 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 love. Thank you, everybody. Lots of love coming in for Kat. We're going to pop those onto the gallery if you want to take a look at them. And again, you can always watch this show back. Okay, next up on Hobby Maker. Craig is there tomorrow. He will be there at 3 and 8 p.m. with brand new little books. Oh my goodness. They're stunning. You don't want to miss them. And then 5 p.m. he's got another look at envelope making with our signed, sealed and delivered collection. So that's so, so good. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, Hippo Hooray. Our adorable, cute and cuddly range has gone wild. If you didn't see the Win It Weekly question, we're clever like that. This time we are bringing the safari to the craft room. Amy and Natalie will be with you for that show. It is just absolutely beautiful. We've got so many cute and cuddly fans and you will not want to miss out on that either. 10 a.m. tomorrow. And that is absolutely all from us. We're going to say goodbye and have a lovely rest of your Wednesday.